Another one bites the dust. Cue the intro! Hey guys, TheTechOtaku here. Welcome back to another video on the channel, and this is going to be about computer update video. And first things first, what you see here is my main laptop, and people might be asking,
why is this all taped up?
Because yeah, it's not in the best condition as of right now. So look at this. It's got a 14-inch display on a 15.6-inch laptop. Oh my god, that is so absolute franken lappy. But some of you might asking,
why are you not using this thing for a while?
It's got a problem, a very annoying problem. Actually, this laptop currently has an AC power cut problem. That happened while I was opening up OBS or starting to record stuff on OBS, and then it happened while I was playing Osu, and third of all, it even cuts the power even when I have Vegas Pro running on idle. And now it even cuts the power even on idle. Like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this laptop. It does turn on and everything. It does the job what I did here, but unfortunately I had to retire this because of this annoying problem. The culprit might be either the charger or just the AC port on the laptop itself. I mean the DC port, sorry. As you can see, it charges fine, and the camera is going auto mode. Oh yeah, it's charging. But it cuts the power, and then it decided to run off of the dying battery. I'm gonna turn it on, and this thing does not have a boot drive right now. And yeah, then again, this is the only Core i5 machine that I have here. As you guys see, it works perfectly fine, but the dying battery is just, it's super annoying when seriously, I am super annoyed by the annoying DC power cut issue. But unfortunately, I decided to stop using this thing for video editing until I can get a new laptop. But people are asking,
But what about video editing and projects and stuff?
well, it's down on this thing, but I had to finish it using a temporary laptop that I have, at least for now. And yeah, it's already dying in about a couple of while. And see? Yeah, battery's junked. So what's the temporary replacement for this smelly Franken thing? And that is the good question. Yeah, we got usual keyboard, and we got a usual mouse, and yeah, we got a usual tablet sitting here, and yeah, ignore the mess of my other bed, I'm sorry, and I never use it anyway, so I don't care. The change I have done with this is the laptop, and it is now replaced temporarily with this entirely taped laptop. Oh my god, that is so horrible. So yeah, that my friends is the Asus A55VJ431P that is entirely in horrible shape. As you guys can see, we have a right hinge intact, but where's the left hinge? Yeah, left hinge is gone. So yeah, look at that poor keyboard. The keyboard and touchpad doesn't work entirely. It's unusable as a laptop, so I had to use an external keyboard and mouse, so not a huge deal. So this is now a temporary replacement, for now at least. This is the SSD that was in my Asus laptop that I showed off, because it still contains my stuff onto that SSD. Yeah, the SSD is actually really small. I already regret getting 120 gig. Though, it was run off of the adapter that I stole from my sister's external drive, which was never used for a long time. I'm sorry, Nechan. And yeah, the cable was quite a bit oof, so yeah, I had to resort myself using a USB 3.0 cable from my external hard drive, because that adapter uses a micro USB 3.0 port. So yeah, that adapter was from her Seagate GoFlex external hard drive, if I recall correctly. And it uses the exact same SATA interface, so I can use 2.5-inch SATA drives, whatever 2.5-inch drives that I have, whatever you wanna call. So I had to finish the video, and this is what I am currently rendering. So this is the spoiler here. Xiaomi Mi 9 Lite or CC9 review, which is this guy here. Been using it for almost 4 months and I absolutely love it, but not the software. But I might gonna go ahead and unlock the bootloader on this someday. For those who are wondering about the specs of this machine, this laptop has an Intel Pentium 2117U processor clocked at 1.8 GHz, and it has only a gig of RAM. Not real. Why do I keep saying a gig of RAM? Oh my god. And this is gonna be slow as hell. 2117U clocked at 1.8 GHz, 8 GB of RAM, and 64-bit operating system, and it's got a 500 GB Seagate hard drive, which I have stole from the Dell Vostro 2420 that got severely liquid damaged. I was surprised that the drive actually works perfectly fine, although I can notice some bit of a rust and stuff on the PCB of the drive, but it actually survived, so that is surprising. So this is now a temporary replacement for now. This is actually more like a downgrade over the i5-3210M. So yeah, this taped up junk is now a temporary replacement for now. This thing is running Windows 7 though, because yeah, when I try to run Windows 10 on this thing, the automatic driver installation decided to automatically install ELAN touchpad driver, although the touchpad is actually Synaptics. What happened was, when I tried to install Windows 10 on it and tried to download driver from Windows Update, yeah, I still don't trust it, but it worked fine for me, so whatever. But Windows decided to detect the Synaptics touchpad as an ELAN driver. Like, what? That's what happened when the touchpad doesn't work or just straight up unplugged, especially on this machine. Weird. For now, I have to stick with Windows 7. So yeah. So I might gonna upgrade to 8.1 eventually, because 7 is already out of support since like a couple of months ago. Yeah, this thing is in horrible shape. Both hinges broke off, touchscreen digitizer cracked, and keyboard doesn't work, touchpad doesn't work, but this thing is alive surprisingly. So yeah, I'm gonna use it for now at least. Alright, now let's move on to another laptop update. And yeah, you guys already saw when I'm showing off the messy bed that I have here, but I've never used the second bed, so I mostly didn't care about my second bed that much anyway. So remember that I said that Vaio had a weird post issue?
Flashback.
This laptop is a pain in the butt to troubleshoot. It just wouldn't post even though my working RAM is in there.
End of flashback.
And now this thing is working fine. It's been flaky with the what type of RAM I have to pick. And yeah, that's a hideous Wi-Fi antenna. This is all what I have laying around. The antennas, I stole the antennas from the Asus A57VJ, which unfortunately had a dead GPU. So yeah, this thing is not going to be a laptop again for now, because yeah, the screw inserts for the deck is actually broken. Well, like this guy and this guy is actually broke. All right, on the left hinge, one of the screw inserts broke off on the deck, especially on the left hinge. Oh god, that is absolute brutal. Look at that, it's so horrible. This is not going to be a laptop again, because I have plans to use it as some kind of server, or I don't know. But yeah, to prove you guys that this thing is working, I'll show you. Oops. I meant to hit the assist button rather than the hitting the power button. Oh my god. And yeah, as you can see, the laptop actually posts. Hey. So yeah, my two guesses were it could be the BIOS being flaky, or maybe it's something to do with the RAM. So I already updated the BIOS on this thing and it's actually working fine now. It took me a lot of tries just to update a freaking BIOS. Like, because of the weird pose issue, it just had no chance to actually get this thing working. It took me like so many tries to attempt this, and yeah, for now this thing is working absolutely fine. And yeah, as you can see, this thing boots up really slow because of a hard drive. Yeah, that's the drive I have laying around, so I'm sorry. But surprisingly, the battery is still holding the charge, but not for too long. Yeah, this wallpaper is not ideal without the logo, so gotta fix that. That's better. So let's check out the system properties. So yeah, it's running Windows 10 Home Single Language because yeah, it detects Windows 8 Single Language key in the BIOS. And it's got the AMD E2 2000 APU, which is actually way worse than Ryzen APU. Oh my god. And it's got 4 gigs of RAM, 64-bit operating system, but reason why the E2 might be good enough for some kind of server, no idea. Yeah, the APU is just an overheating piece of crap, but I mean seriously, it ran. And yeah, this is essentially the Zakate architecture. Surprisingly, it has dual core though, so 40 nanometer. Oh god. But anywho, the Vaio E11 is now working, so I decided to shut it off, and this is now a temporary install of Windows 10 Home Single Language. So I might replace that with Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC if I could find an ISO for it. So yeah, that is that about this Vaio here. Okay, onto the netbook server. It's been working great, except one problem. The CMOS battery died. But problem with the CMOS battery replacement with the Lenovo IdeaPad S10-2 is that the CMOS battery was actually soldered to the board, which could be a huge problematic. I'm probably gonna have to jerry-rig this thing and make this thing alive again. But otherwise, the netbook server is working great. I may have to plan some upgrades and some jerry-rig stuff. After the lockdown, I might jerry-rig this thing or buying another storage drive for this thing, so oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I updated the BIOS on this netbook server to the latest version as of 2010, and that actually fixes the CPU frequency error, which it downclocked to 1.33 GHz. After the BIOS update, it actually runs at full speed now, so that's great. And yeah, that's going to be that's going to be about it for a laptop update as of May 2020, or I mean computer updates, because this is more like laptop related updates than laptop or plus desktop related updates. So my Pentium 4 PC is still sitting here and doing nothing for the longest time. But anywho, yeah, this netbook server is working great with the latest and greatest BIOS update as of 2010. That's a decade old. A Vaio E11 works perfectly fine now after a BIOS update, and it's still finicky with the RAM. And this laptop is going to get a replacement because this laptop is already having a power issue, so yeah. Can we get an ad for this laptop? Anywho, this is going to be about that as of today. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out new videos. Catch you all later. TheTechOtaku signing out. Stay safe.